Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, ma'am. Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you can start now.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Good evening, my dear students. You are all are warm welcome to the new chapter. Today we are going to talk about organism and populations. Okay. In this chapter, what we are going to discuss, ecology. Okay. Who discovered ecology? What is by ecology? What are the interrelations between biotic component, abiotic component? And then what is meant by articology and syncology, the things, and the level of organizations. So it is also very, very important criteria. Okay. And from that one, so organisms and organism and population, biological community, that things we are going to discuss. After that, what is my climograph? What is my climograph? And what are the major biotic factors? That things we are going to discuss. Okay. First of all, we should know what is meant by ecology. It is nothing but a branch of science. Okay. Ecology is a field of science, otherwise called as a branch of science that study the interactions among the organisms. First point, you must note it out. This is the interactions among the organisms and between the organism and its physical environment. What is the meaning of exact, So interrelationship between the biotic factor as well as the abiotic factor. Simply we may call this that is that the relations between, okay, biotic. Okay, what is that? Biotic factor. Okay, biotic is nothing but which one, So living organism. Biotic means living organisms, living. Okay, what are the living things present in it? Already in our report. So take an examples, plant as well as the animals, plus, okay, plus non-living thing, that is simply called as abiotic factor. Abiotic. Okay, abiotic. What is the meaning of abiotic? Just imagine abiotic is nothing but the environmental factor without living organisms. What are the environmental factors you are having in our report? So that is the environment. See this one. Between the organism is living, whether plant or animal, whatever it may be, and it's a physical environment, physical, otherwise called as abiotic factors. There is non-living factors called as environment. Environment consists of what are the temperature, light, okay, and also water, okay, pH, soil, all those things. It comes under the heading is known as abiotic factor. Okay, this is the first point. In ecology, we study the distribution and abundance of organisms. Already in our report, normally the ecological science, there are so many animals and plants and organisms are distributed abundantly, and their interactions among themselves and with the physical environment. Already in our report, suppose soil it contains numerous microorganisms, isn't it? How it will be? The microorganism also depends upon the soil factors. What are the factors? The nutritive substances present in it, otherwise called as humus, clay, or whatever it may be. Take an example. Earthworm. Earthworm only lives in the soil, clay soil, isn't it? They need some nutritive substances. It's obtained from the soil. Okay. The lettuce is composed of lithosphere. This is that the environment is composed of what are the three factors. Just you should note it down. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. Which one, So this is the important. See that lithosphere. Okay. So lithosphere. First one is called as lithosphere. Litho is nothing but the rock. Okay, rock. Study of rock, lithosphere. And hydrosphere already in our board. This is the second point, the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is nothing but the aquatic, otherwise called as water related one. Okay, and the atmosphere. Atmosphere is nothing but the air. Okay, so atmosphere is nothing but air. These are the three, what is that? Composed lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere. These are the three things is present in the environment. So this is very, very important. First of all, you should note it on in the ecology. Ecology is nothing but the interaction of the biotic and abiotic factors, okay, within the organisms. That is very, very important. Interrelationship between the biotic factor as well as the abiotic factor is collectively called as ecology. Okay. The ecology, it has a physical environment. What are the physical environment? There are three is there. One is called as lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. Litho means rock, hydro means water, and atmosphere. These are the things: the land, water, and air. Okay, so this is very, very important. Next, the word ecology was given by the German biologist. Note it down, my dear students. This is very, very important. So many times they were asked the questions. Who gave a word? A first word given by ecology. The word given by the name of the scientist called as Ernest Haeckel. Don't forget, my dear. This is very, very important. Ernest Haeckel. Okay. Don't forget. So see here. So this is the name of the scientist, Ernest Haeckel. This is very, very important. Ernest Haeckel in the year 1869. Don't forget. First of all, we should know what is by ecology, and the ecology consists of what are the component is there. And third one is the word ecology was given by the scientist name is called as Ernest Haeckel in the year 1869. And who is the father of Indian ecology? Okay, sometimes they ask the question, Professor Ramdeo Misra. Ramdeo Misra is the father of Indian ecology. So here you must sit down. These are the two important questions I've been asked in so many times, particularly this one, the ecology word. Okay, and also interrelationship between the biotic factor, abiotic factor. What is biotic factor? Biotic factor is nothing but the living organism. Abiotic factor is nothing but the non-living organisms, such as light, temperature, pH, and so on. So, okay, so go to the next one. See that, and ecology has two main branches. Normally, the ecology, it consists of two main branches. One is called as articology. This is the important point. So this is the important articology. And second one is called as syncology. Okay. So second one is called as what is a syncology. One is called as articology and second one is called as syncology. The articology is otherwise called as species ecology. What is the meaning of species ecology? See here, the study of reciprocal relationship between every stage of the development of your population or species and its environment is called as articology. The study of reciprocal relationship between every stage of development of the population, every stage of development of the populations. How it will be the population? First initial stage, it will be the one. And a short period, 2 years or 3 years, what happened in 10? After that, 100. It will be increased, isn't it? Likewise, population as well as a species also. And its environment is called as articology. Syncology, same is there, but it's different. See that the study of reciprocal relationship. Here, the study of reciprocal relationship between every, what is that? Development of population. Development means increasing order, isn't it? Increasing, development, increase, number, biomass. Okay, that things within the environment. That is very, very important. So syncology is the study of reciprocal relationship between the composition, organization, and development of the communities and their environment. Community means, you know, the group of, what is that? Species is called as community, isn't it? Take an example, so rat. Suppose take an example, here they have given, isn't it? Suppose take an example, this is the total area land, like that, imagine. Here, there is a forest. Here, there is a forest. The remaining is land. This one is considered as a land place. Okay. This one is called as forest. Okay, forest. Okay, forest. This one, forest. Take an example in this part. How many percentage of grass? How many percentage of shrubs, herbs, and also trees and large trees? So it is a, what is that? It is not a factors. That is a phase. Composition, the relationship between the composition and the organization and the development of the communities and their environment. The community, I told you, know, the tree, herbs, shrubs, helps, these are all. Organization, tree, shrubs, fully organizations. Of a composition, it will be varied. Take an examples of herbs, shrubs. They do not have the woody part, isn't it? It is a rough surface is not present in it. Take an examples of tree. It is a woody part is there. Suppose take an example, so long tree, what happened? The biomass as well as the composition, it will be differ compared to the lower plant to higher plant. Okay, that is very, very important, my dear students. Here, once again, repeat for you. Ecology has two main branches. One is called as articology, another one is called as syncology. Articology, nothing but the, what is that? The reciprocal relationship between the every stage of development and population and species and its environment. So syncology, the study of reciprocal relationship between the composition, organization, and development of the community and their environment. That is very, very important. Okay. Here, taken examples of land, taken examples of microbes is there, microbes present in the soil. Okay. Above the soil, what happened are rats, reptiles, whatever it may be, grasshopper, and whatever it may be. It is also different. Organization and composition also differ. Okay. And the take an example, tree also differ. Okay. Likewise. Okay. Go to the next one. So level of organization. So what are the levels of organization present in it? Here we are going to discuss about the composition is also same. For suppose if it is plant, it is made up of cellulose. Suppose if it is animal, lipoprotein, carbohydrate, protein, biomolecules also, the addition vitamin, minerals, and so on. So organization, what is the meaning of organization? Organization, nothing but group, isn't it? And also development and community and their environments. Here, first one is called as that. What is that? The level of organization. What is the meaning of level of organization? How it will be differ? How it will be linked? You know, the level of organization depends upon their three main category. One is called as organisms. What are the organisms present in it? And then populations. How many numbers? Okay. And biological communities, other animals or plants, species present in it. How much is that? These are all a level of organization. See that one? The ecology is basically concerned with the 4 level of biological organization. So how many levels? They have mentioned here. The 4 level. 4 level have been reported, isn't it? What are they? You know, one is called as organisms. Second one is called as population. Third one is called as communities and biomes. So this is the organism is the first one. So population second, third one community, and then fourth one is called as biome. So these are the 4 level of organisms have been classified. Sometimes they may ask the questions. In ecology, level of biological organizations range from organism to biosphere. Ecological level of biological organization range from organism to biosphere. What is the meaning of organism to biosphere? See this one. Okay. See this one. So take an example. So these are all are grasses, isn't it? Take an example. This one is grasses. Again, there is a small herbs. Okay. Small herbs. Small trees. Okay. Here. Okay. Small trees. Okay. You can imagine this one. And the another one is large trees. Large trees also there. Okay. Imagine. These are the large trees. Take an example. So starting from here, so there is a land, isn't it? Here land, this is grasses. Okay, take an examples. Grass. Grass, and next one is called as shrubs, shrubs. ARBS, shrubs. Okay, and then next, small tree. This one is large, isn't it? Large. Okay. So you know about that. Suppose grass, you know, in this particular environment, what is the biomass? It will be very less compared to the next one. Biomass or composition, otherwise called as what is the composition. See this one in this part. What is that? Okay, in this part, the composition. Composition is less. Okay, is less compared to the shrubs, isn't it? What about here? Here the highest level, isn't it? Large of composition. Size, it will be vary, isn't it? Composition, see, composition is differ compared to in this part. In this part, just imagine, okay, in this part, comparison between these two, comparison between this area, comparison between this part to this part. Here is a very less, here it will be increased gradually, it will be increase the composition. That is very, very important, my dear students. Okay, here the environment is also differ, because take an example, any one of the grasshopper, they will not give in the large tree. Suppose take an example, the eagle, okay, lives here only, but it will not here. Okay, it has a own specific organism. They can grow, they can develop into this area only. Take an example, even the tree also. Okay, so many animals, bats, they can live in this area only, but it will not here. Okay, that is the difference between the trees as well as the herbs. See this one. See this one. Range. First one is called as organisms. They are the basic unit of study in ecology. Don't forget, my dear student, which one is the basic unit of ecology? They asked so many times. Don't forget, my dear students. This is very, 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 very important one. This is very, very important one. Which one is the basic unit? Which one is the basic unit of the ecology? Organism is the basic unit of ecology. Okay, suppose take an example, any one of the human being, okay, or any one of the animals in the particular given area, that is organism. Take an example, a small pit, okay, a small pit, it contains how many numbers of microorganisms? A small milligrams of soil, it contains how much microorganisms present in it? That is called as organism, isn't it? Organisms is nothing but the basic unit. This is very, very important. So many times they were asked the question. Basic unit of the ecology is called as organism. Similar organisms having the potential for interbreeding and producing fertile offspring constitute what we call species. Suppose a particular organisms, they can produce their own offspring, okay, due to the fertile. So that is collectively called a species. Human species, dog species, monkey species, rat species, likewise. So the organism is the basic unit of the ecology. So more than one organism. So take an example here. So two is one is considered as a male, another one is considered as a female. So they will get offspring, isn't it? They will get offspring, child. Okay, one or two, whatever it may be, one or two. So now what happened? This is considered as a human species. Take an example, rat or cow or buffalo or whatever it may be. They can produce their own offspring. So as a result, they are all considered the gettings known as what is that? Particularly buffalo, sheep, goat, or whatever it may be. Okay, my dear. And the next one is called as population. How it will be maintained, the population? How it will be? More than one species united together form as a population, whether it may be plant species or animal species. Take an example of plant. Okay, shrubs, herbs, all are collectively called as what is that? Population. Animals. Take an example of animals. Different animal is that. They are all collectively called as what is that? Animal species, animal population. How it will be calculated? The population, it is nothing but the density of the populations also differ. Okay, suppose take an example, tropical region, there is a high population. In city, take an example, so Madras, Chennai, Bangalore, and other countries, Delhi, Kolkata. So these are the Mumbai. So these are the area the peoples will grow, will have a high density in particular area. Okay, take an example, Ooty, Kodaikanal, Himachal Pradesh, Kashmir, Nepal. So this area, what happened? The hills place, the population result will be, number of peoples will be very less. That is the change. The population, it is a group of individual of a plant or an animal species inhabiting a given area. The given area, how many number of peoples they are living, that is called as population, isn't it? So there is the Second point. And third one is called as biological community. This means by biological community, it is an assemblage of populations of plant, animal, bacteria, and fungi. Collectively, all the biology means living things. Okay. In tropical region, what are the living thing is present in it? You know, our plant is also there, animals also there, bacteria, fungi, all are present in the particular living area and interact with each other. That is very, very important. Without plant, we cannot be able to consume, isn't it? Food also we are getting from the rice, oryxa sativa, vegetables, fruits, all are very, very essential for the human growth. One more is there. And what about that plant? It's also related to the animal also. Some of the herbivores, okay, they depends upon their plants, cow, buffalo, goat, okay, like as deer, rabbit, like that. And soil, it contains so many microorganisms. Now, so many microorganisms is there, thousands and millions of microorganisms present. Each one it has a specific functions. They each one interact with themselves in the particular area, number of microorganisms, and also fungi. Okay, each one it has an interaction between one. They give food or something else, shelter and so on. So take an example of lichens. Lichen, it contains two components, algae and fungi. Algae gives food for the fungi. Fungi gives shelter for the algae. So likewise, both are mutually understanding. So they are collectively called as biological community. Biological means living organism together living. That is very, very important. A biological community has a distinct species composition and structure because it may be vary, isn't it? A species of distinct species and composition and structure. You know about plant species is there. Plant cells also differ compared to the animals. Animal cells also, there may be vary. Prokaryote, eukaryote, unicellular, multicellular, like that. Composition also vary. You know about the plant cell is also made up of cellulose. Animal cell is made up of what is that? Lipoprotein, phospholipids. Okay, inside there is what are the, and also structures. Different structure is there. Okay, you know about the test, simple tissues, complex tissues, xylem, phloem, xylem tissues, phloem, and parenchyma, sclerenchyma, sclerenchyma. The structures also different shape and size also there. Even human beings, there are so many cells is present in epithelial, cuboidal, so many things is there. Nerve cells, nephron. Okay. So different types of cells, and take an example of eye also, cone cells, rod cell, and so on. So different structures also there, isn't it? These are all considered a biological community. Okay. So what is the name? An ecosystem is composed of biological community integrated with its physical environment through the exchange of energy and recycling of the nutrition. So you already know about the ecosystem composed of biological community. Yes, plants, animal, microorganisms, okay, and fungi, algae, prebiota, whatever it may be. They are all considered biological community. All the living organisms united together in the particular area. But these are all integrated with the physical environment. What is my physical environment? Light, temperature, water, and air. All are depends upon the abiotic. Living organism depends on the abiotic factors such as the temperature, light, and also water, air. Okay, all those things. But in between the exchange of energy, how it will be the light energy, how it will be obtained? You know, the sun is the ultimate source of energy, isn't it? The sun transfers the energy from the atmosphere, isn't it? When it reaches the earth, what happens? No, the plant absorbs 2% of the light energy. The remaining 98% it will be exposed to the atmosphere. That is very, very important idea. The 2% it may be converted into some other form. What is that? The chemical energy or light energy converted into chemical energy. Then the process is called as photosynthesis. That is very well. Okay. Again, what happened after that 5 days or 10 days or that lifespan is finished? No, automatically it will be undergo the decomposition process. The complex molecule converted to simple molecule. Once again, the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen is also degraded by the decomposers present in the soil and also exposed to the atmosphere. The cycle is continuing. You know about the bio-geo cycle, isn't it, my dear? So that is very, very important. And second is a landscape is a unit of land with a natural boundary having a mosaic of patches. These patches generally represent a different ecosystem. You know, but there are so many ecosystems have been reported. See this one. Okay. See, this is the ecosystem here. Okay. So organism is the right. Okay. Whether single or group of living organism. Okay. Mostly present in the atmosphere. Atmosphere, you know, will be bacteria, virus, and so on. So hydrosphere, no need to worry. Hydrosphere, so many things is there. Water molecule, take an example of ozone. Contain how many microorganisms? We cannot be able to find out. Fish, okay, dolphin, frog, snake, snail, so many things, crab, and so on. So is there. Lithosphere, soil is also there. Okay, so these are all interrelated. See this one. And the last one is called as biome. So what are the things already we discussed? There are 4 things we have to discuss. The level of organization. One is called as, what is that? Organisms. Second one is population. Third one is communities. And the last one is biomes. What is by biomes? Biome is nothing but the large regional unit characteristics by a major vegetation type and associated fauna found in the specific climate zone. You know what about particular organism, particular microorganism, particular plant, particular animal, they can live only in the particular area only. That is climatic zone. Okay, the climatic zone will be differentiated into 3 here: atmosphere, air, hydrosphere, water, lithosphere, soil, as well as the rock. Okay, see here. Some examples of terrestrial biome. Terrestrial means, you know what about the land oriented, or desert. Desert, what are the vegetation present in it? You know what about? All are hydrophytes or xerophytes. Xerophytes only. Particularly, you know what about the opensia. Okay, Euphorbia trichally, Euphorbia, opensia, acacia. Okay, cactus, all those things present in it. And not only the temperate deciduous forest. Temperate means the temperature will be very high in nature. And tropical rainforest. These are the biomes will be differ. Okay, the living organism as well as the living things also differ, and also temperature, internal factors also may be vary. Okay, the climate is also vary. That is very, very important. That is biome. See here. So here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have been reported. One is called as desert. Another one is grassland and temperate forest, tropical forest, coniferous forest, Arctic and alpine tundra. Arctic is the very low temperature, isn't it? Minus 10 degrees Celsius, isn't it? After that, what happened? You know, there is a coniferous trees. Okay, and then temperate as well as grassland. These are all, or it comes under the heading is known as particular temperature only. When it increases temperature, that is called as what is the desert. Desert means, you know what about that climate? It will be very dry in nature. The rainfall will be very less in nature. Okay, see that the climograph for some major type of biome. This is the climograph. This structure is considered as a climograph. Sometimes they may ask the questions. Okay, this is the graphical representation given. This graph is known as what is that? Climograph of some major type of biomes. These are all, or each one is Arctic. It's nothing but one of the biome. In this area, what are the plants they will grow, what are the animals they will grow. This is also one of the part. Coniferous. Coniferous means the leaves look like a cone-like structure. It's a needle-like structure. That's why they have given us a coniferous. Here, casuarina. Okay, pinus, that type of plant they will grow. Temperate regions. Tropical forest. Tropical forest, you know, but sandal. The leaves are very broad in nature. Grassland, no need to tell. Grass means fully monocot. Desert. Desert, think about that one. It will not green in color. Fully less in nature. That's snakes, animals, and camel. Okay, lizard, and also calotus. Okay, so many things is there. Okay, so this here, a climograph is a plot of the annual mean temperature and precipitation in the particular region. So this is the climatograph. Okay, They have given in the particular area. See that this is the percentage, mean annual precipitation centimeter. Annual precipitation means what is the draining process? Very less compared to less means very less in nature. The temperature will be very high. Okay. But in this category, what happened now? The rainfall is very high, but the temperature is very less. Okay. But during the temperature, during the 25 degrees Celsius is the now, just imagine 25 to 26 like that, that raining season, what happened? It will be completely drop the temperature, isn't it? That is another important. Okay. Next, we will pass on to the next one, my dear. Major biotic factors. What are the major biotic factors here? You know about various elements lead to the variation in the physical and chemical conditions of different habitats. The most important one are temperature, water, light, and soil. These are the four major biotic factors involved in the ecological system. Already we discussed. Okay. What are they? Temperature, first one. And next one is water. Third one is light. And then last one is called as soil. These are the very important major biotic factors. Biotic means living, isn't it? Okay. See that. First one is called as temperature. Take an examples of temperature is the first one. The temperature is the most ecological relevant environmental factor. Range from sub-zero level to polar area. Already in our polar season, altitude, Arctic, Antarctic. The temperature will be very less, and otherwise called as it is minus, isn't it? Zero and sub-zero or less than zero, isn't it? That condition is called as polar area. High altitude to less than 50 degrees Celsius. In tropical desert in summer, this is the highest value of tropical region. Tropical region, particularly in the summertime. And in the thermal spring and deep sea hypothermal vents, average temperature exceed 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is the another point. So total here, you should note it down, 0 and then 50 and then 100. Okay, so this is the range. A few organisms can tolerate and thrive in a wide range of temperature. They are called as eurythermals. Don't forget, my dears, what is meant by eurythermal? Sometimes they may ask the question. Eurythermal means they can survive up to the 100 degrees Celsius temperature. Such type of organisms are called as eurythermal. But a vast majority of them are restricted to a narrow range of temperature. Such organisms are called as stenothermal. Okay. Major category is, so according to the temperature, there are two types of living organisms. We can calculate like that. Okay. We can calculate like that. What are they? First one is called as, what is that? Eurythermal. This is considered as a eurythermal. Second one is called as stenothermal. Stenothermal is nothing but what is that? The temperature, it will be narrow range. And eurythermal, it will be high and more than high. 100 degrees Celsius. That is very, very important. Okay. Then the factors that influence the variation in temperature include latitude, altitude, topography, vegetation, and slope aspect. The vertical temperature gradients over Earth's surface is called as lapse rate. Okay. The vertical temperature gradients. Vertical means, but like this. Vertical, like this, isn't it? The temperature will be here, differ, here also differ, here also differ, here also differ, isn't it? That is very, very important. The value being, see here, 6.5 degrees Celsius to per 100,000 meter elevation. Suppose each and every 1,000 meter elevation, what happened? This is very, very important. It is also asked. Okay. It is also asked in the NEET point of view. Okay. The 6.5 degrees Celsius per 1,000 meter elevation. Per kilometer, 6.5 degrees Celsius will be less. There is a similar lowering of mean temperature from equator to poles, tropical, subtropical, temperate, and Arctic organisms living in these zones are respectively called megatherms, mesotherms, microtherm, hycotherms. In our board, suppose the temperature is very less. Take an example. During this condition, some of the microorganisms, they can live in the particular zone. What is the meaning of zone? See this one? Okay, so this is the zones. Take an example. I'll show you. Okay, so you have to clear it. Okay. Zone means, take an example, altitude like this, isn't it? Here, the temperature will be less. The slope like this, isn't it? Take an example. In this spot, and in this spot, in this spot. You're starting from where, 0.5, isn't it? 0.5 to 100 degree Celsius, isn't it? What they are telling, each and every 1,000 kilometer, okay? Sorry, 1,000 meters, 6.5 degrees Celsius, it will be reduced. 6.5 degree Celsius will be reduced. Take an example. This is the altitude. Okay, imagine this one. Okay, this is a hill. So just take an example. This is a hill. Here you can imagine this is the 5,000. What is that? 5,000 meter ahead. 5,000. Okay, meter. Okay, like that. Imagine. Here, how many latitude is there? Altitude is there, So this is the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. This one is fifth one, isn't it? Each one is considered 1,000. 1,000. This one 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and then 5,000 here. So each one a 6.5 degrees Celsius less means, take an example. This is a 6.5. Again here 6.5. You have to calculate 30.30, isn't it? 30.250. So the altitude is increases automatically per each and every 1,000 meter. What have 6.5 degrees Celsius will be reduced. So this is the important. So some of the animals, they can live in this area only, and some of them are here. Some of them are here. Here, what happened? The less amount will be less number of the species will be alive in this niche, in this spot. That is important, my dear. Okay, this is the another part. Okay. See this one. So 6.5 per the 1,000 meter elevation. There is a similar lowering means temperature, equator, two poles, tropical, subtropical temperature, and Arctic organisms living in these zones are respectively called megatherms. Megatherms, mesotherms. Mega means which one, high temperature. They such type of organisms, they will grow in the high temperature. Mega means maximum temperature. Mesotherms, middle. Micro means less. Hexothermic, it's a very less, minus oriented. Okay, the temperature related, the organism are divided into 4 types: megatherms, mesotherms, microtherms, and ecotherms. Okay, see that one. Next one. See that. And not only that, see here, giga, meso, and concept booster, thermoregulation, and homeostasis. What's the meaning of homeostasis? Homeostasis is nothing but the body temperature is maintained. Suppose your body temperature, it will be 37 degrees Celsius. It is also related to our room temperature. Suppose if it is increases, what happens? You are sick. Suppose decreases, it will also lead to sick. Okay, see that. So ectotherm, cold-blooded animals. Cold-blooded animals are called as ectotherm. Endotherms. Okay, this is warm-blooded animals. Okay, what are the difference between ectotherm and endotherm? See here, the cold-blooded animal, they can only live in the water. The temperature will be very less. See that The body temperature tend to match with the environmental temperature in which they live. Many active ectotherms such as a frog and snakes control their body temperature by moving around or by seeking shade. Some ectotherms are nocturnal and they feed during the night only. So these are the animals already you know about the snakes as well as the frog. They are all ectotherms only, cold-blooded animals. They can only survive or hunting at the time, which one you know, night only. Okay. And endotherms, warm-blooded animals, such as bats and mammals regulate their body temperature by physiological means. The maintenance of the relatively constant internal environment and the varying external environment is called as homeostasis. What is the meaning of homeostasis? Take an examples. You are in tropical region, isn't it? Suppose we are moving to the Kodaikanal or Ooty or whatever it may be. Your body temperature will be adjustable. Okay. So maintain of relative constant internal environment under varying external environment. Okay. Inner environmental it will be okay. Compensate with the external environment. Such organisms are called as what is that? Homeostasis. They are all comes under the additional endotherms. Endotherms. Don't forget, my dear. This is very, very important. Two things is very, very important. This depends upon the temperature. Okay. This is also called as thermoregulation of homeostasis. Homeostasis is nothing but the body temperature maintaining. Homeo means same. Whether you are in the cold climate or temperate climate, whatever it may be, when you are moving to the cold climate or when you are moving to the temperate climate, your body temperature it will be maintained up to 37 degrees Celsius. Such organisms are called as homeostasis. Are you clear now? Yes. Okay. Next one is okay. Water. See that water. Next to the temperature, the water is the most important factor influencing their life of organism. You know about without water molecules, they will not survive all the living organisms. Take an example. Any one of the microorganisms, any one of the animals. Some of the animals, they do not drink water. Take an example of kangaroo rat. They will not drink water. They only lives in the desert places only. Likewise, the xerophites already in our opensia, cactus, all those things are very less amount of water is enough for the life, isn't it? The productivity and the distribution of the plant is also heavily depends on water. Already told you. Without water, the plant it will not grow. For aquatic organism, the quality, the chemical composition, pH is also very, very important. Of water becomes important. The salt concentration measured as a salinity in the pot per thousands ppm, parts per ppt. They have given us here ppt. This is simply called as what is a ppt. Sometimes it may be parts per ppm, millennium. Okay, likewise, there are two units there. Here they have used parts per thousands. Is less than 5% in inland water, 30% to 35% in the sea, and then less than 100% in the hypersaline lagoons. Hypersaline means what is the Dead Sea? Taken examples. Dead Sea, normally the 100 ml of water, 100 ml of sea water. Just don't forget, my dear student, this is very, very important. Sea water. Okay. Sea water. It contains 3.4 milligram of salt. 3.4. Imagine 3.4 milligram of salt. This is the normal sea water. Okay. Suppose take an example, Dead Sea. Imagine Dead Sea. The same amount will be taken, same amount of water molecule, 10 ml of the, 100 ml of the Dead Sea water. Dead Sea. Okay, Dead Sea water, Dead Sea water, okay, Dead Sea water molecule. How much it will be? No, see the 340 milligram, 100 times. Don't forget, my dear, 340 milligram per dl. That is denoted 100 ml denoted as deciliter. deciliter. Okay, that is the difference. Here, 100 ml of seawater contain 3.4 mg of salt. This is normal. Here they have given hypersaline means Dead Sea. Take an example. Dead Sea, how much amount of salt is present in it? 340 milligram deciliters. Compared to this one, 100 times more than that of the normal seawater. That is here. Hypersaline lagoons. Some organisms are tolerant of a wide range of salinity. Urihaline, haline, halophilics. Already you studied in the bacteria classification, isn't it? Eubacteria, urihaline. But others are restricted to the narrow range that is called as stenohaline. These are the two types of, depends upon their water salinity. There are two types of organisms have been reported. One is called as urihaline, another one is called as stenohaline. Don't forget, my dear. Although the most terrestrial organism can extract excess salt from specialized gland or in feces or urine, salt flat and other high salinity habitat typically have a few species of plant or animals. Okay, most terrestrial organisms can extract excess salt. Already in our report. Suppose when you are moving to the high temperature, what happens? Your water thirst is also created, isn't it? In your body, you are taking more amount of water. At the same time, automatically the urination is also eliminated, isn't it? Suppose you are not taking the water molecule, what happens? The urine concentration will be very high due to the salt concentration. Okay, that is given here. Salmon is one of the fish, isn't it, that migrate between the freshwater streams and the ozone, use both behavioral and physiological mechanism to osmoregulate. Suppose one of the example has given, salmon is one of the fish that can migrate between the freshwater to ozone to freshwater. Likewise, so that condition, what happened? The behavior of both the physiological mechanism to osmoregulated. Suppose when it is a less number of water, okay, that means C, the salt concentration will be very less. At the same time, it comes out, the salt concentration will be very high. That is the difference. They adjust the amount of water and they drink to help balance their salt content, and their gills switch from the taking up salt in the fresh water to excreting the salt in the ocean. These are the two things. I already told you, this is the difference between the sea water as well as the ozone water, how it will be behaved. They adjust the amount of water they drink to help balance their salt content, and their gills switch from taking up salt in the fresh water to excreting the salt in the ocean. So that is the difference between the two different tests. And another one is hydrological cycle. What is the meaning of hydrological water? How it will be act as a cycle in living organisms. See that the hydrological cycle is the movement of water between the aquatic system, air and land. This is nothing but the rain. Taken examples. In tropical forests, as much as 75% of annual rainfall, the returning to the atmosphere by plant, isn't it? It's very, very important. Already know about. We recharge the atmosphere water vapor. Desert device a very low rainfall, less than 100 mm per year. On the other hand, some areas receive high rainfall. For example, Cherrapunji and Mount Syndrome, Meghalaya, both are Meghalaya. So here, these two places also present in the Meghalaya. It is also asked in the one time, which area you will get high rainfall. Cherrapunji, Mount Syndrome. Mount Syndrome now is the first place. The Cherrapunji is the second place. Here, 11,000 millimeter rainfall every year. 11,000 millimeter rainfall. Don't forget, my dear, this is very, very important. This is also a very, very important NEET point of view. They asked once, I think 2017 or 18. Okay. Sometimes they ask which state, like that they may ask the question. Meghalaya. Sometimes the place they ask, Cherrapunji, where it present. Mount Syndrome, where is present. This is also another one. And another one is the rainfall percentage. How many millimeter the rainfall is present, likewise. Okay. So go to the next one. And gases in water. What are the gases present in it? So in the aquatic system, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and other gases are partially dissolved in water. Oxygen may be a limiting factor for the growth of phytoplankton and other aquatic organisms. What is meant by limiting factor? See that, you just imagine, this is very, very important. Okay. Limiting factor is nothing but which compound is less number, it is considered as a limiting factor. Take an example of atmosphere. Which one is a limiting factor? Oxygen, carbon dioxide. Okay. And also nitrogen is also there. So which one is the limiting factor? Which one is the less amount? 0.03% of carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide is the limiting factor. Okay. Likewise, in water, oxygen may be limiting factor because for the growth of phytoplankton, they need only, phytoplankton is nothing but the plant, isn't it? Plant, they need which one, you know? Carbon dioxide, very, very essential for their growth because photosynthesis reaction. See that? Aquatic organisms generally in deep lakes or in the water receiving heavy load of organic material, carbon dioxide is highly soluble in water and may be present in the variable amount carbon dioxide. This is very, very important. Okay, so this is the another one. And one more is here, I left here. You don't forget, my dear students, this is some rules based on the effect of temperature. Some rules also followed. Here, what are the rules they have given? You know, there are 4 rules have been reported. One is called as Berkman's rules, first one, and Allen rules, second one, Rentz's rules, third one, Jordan rules in the fourth one. So the 4 rules also followed the temperature aspects. Okay, see that Berkman's rules: warm-blooded animals such as bats and mammals living in the colder area have large body size. Don't forget, my dear students, warm-blooded. Okay, animals such as bats and mammals living in the colder area have a large body size than animal living hotter area. Because take an example of polar bear, it is a very large in size, isn't it? Why? How? That is the rules. Because the temperature is maintain their body fat. That is very, very important. They are very large in size and also deposition of fat in their skin. They can tolerate the temperature. Okay, which area? Warm-blooded animals such as bats and mammals living in the colder area. Colder means -°C, minus. So that time how it will be maintained their body temperature mean because their large size body size. This is also asked. This is also one of the questions. Why the body surface is very large in size in the colder area living animals, like that they may ask, because the deposition of fat on it 3 to 4 inches. 3 to 4 inches. 3 to 4 inches. Imagine. Okay, 3 to 4 inches of, see, 3 to 4 inches of fat deposited in the skin. This much, imagine. So then only it protects from the colder area. Okay, colder area. So, and the second one is Allen rules. Extremist legs, ears, tails, and mouth of the warm-blooded animals living in the colder area are smaller in nature. Take an example. See, any one of the animals, their legs also very small, ears also, tails also, and also mouth also very, very small in nature. Then the extremities of the animals living in the warmer area. Take an example of warmer area, the mouth parts, other parts also very large in nature. Take an example, desert. Suppose take an example of a cold area, the legs and other things also very, very less in nature. That is called as extremist. The size of the organ will be differ compared to the which area, colder as well as the warmer area. Okay, there is a difference. This was stated by the name of the scientist Allen. This is also another important question. Sometimes they were asked the question. What is my extremities? Extremities nothing but the, what is that? Warm-blooded animal living in the cold area. Warm-blooded animal living in the colder area. The size of the parts, leg, ear, tail, and mouth, also very small in nature. That is very, very important. Rentz's rules: the colder climate bats possesses narrow and acuminate wings as compared with the broader wings of the bats found in the warmer area. See that colder area, the bats, what happened? The wings are very small in nature. It can be easily, what is that? Fly. Compared to the broader wings of the bats found in the warmer area. This is also one of the statement. This is also one of the rules. Suppose if it is opposite, what happens? They will not survive. That is very, very important. Take an example. Here, the cold-blooded animals, they are having the less number of fat here, 1 inches means what happened now? They will not survive. It will lead to death. Allen rules, what happened? The ears and tails and something is very large in nature. They need more amount of energy. So they have to hunt. So it will not possible in the colder area. So that time what happened? It will lead to die. So here also same is also that broader wing on what things. The last one is called the Jordan rules. As the temperature is lower, some fish possesses large size with a large number of vertebrae. The temperature lower, what happens? Some fishes possesses large in size. Okay, and take an example of dust. What is that? One of the important things, Arctic and Antarctic. What happened? The temperature is very less in nature, minus 15, minus 66 degrees Celsius, minus 150, like that it comes. In that area also, some of the animals, they will grow. That is very, very important. And chemical environment of lac, it is also very, very important, my dear students. Particularly the salinity, oxygen concentration, and nutrition content differ greatly among the lac and can vary these seasons. There are 2 types of lac have been given. One is called as oligotrophic lac and eurotrophic lac. What are the 2 types of lac is that? And oligotropic, and another one is called as eurotrophic. Oligotropic means the are nutrient poor. Excuse me. And generally oxygen rich. Oxygen rich. But nutrition is poor. Eutropic means what is the opposite manner. See that nutrition rich and often depleted of the oxygen is the deepest zone in the summer. This is the opposite manner. This is also very, very important, my dear students. Okay. Next one is light. We will see the remaining things all the next class. Today we will finish it up to this level only. I summarize all those things. Okay. So what is by ecology? Ecology is nothing but the interrelation between the biotic and abiotic component. What are the 3 types of composition present in it? Lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. Okay. Who gave the statement? Who gave the words ecology? The ecology was given by the name of the scientist, German biologist Ernst Haeckel in 1869. And who is the father of Indian ecology? Okay, Ramdev Mishra. 2 types of branches. Ecology also divided into type. One is called as ecology and also species ecology, and second one is called syncology. Reciprocal, the study of reciprocal relations between every stage of development of population, species, and its environment is called as what is it? Ecology. Syncology means the study of reciprocal relations between the composition, organization, development of the community and their environment is called as what is that? Syncology. Syncology means a group, related, all are interrelated. Level of organization is also very, very important. There, it has a 4 level of biological organisms have been reported. One is called as organisms, population, community, and biome. Okay, and then important things, major biotic factor, but there are 4 major biotic factors also. One is called as temperature, water, light, and soil. Today, what are the things we discussed? Temperature and water we discussed, and also that chemical environment of lac, and also that some rules based upon the effect of temperature. There are 4 rules have been reported. One is called as Berkman rules, Allen rules, Resonance rules, and Jordan rules. Here you must note it on these 3 is very, very important. Berkman, Allen, and Jordan, because it is related. It has a specific rules. Then only the living organ it can survive in the lower temperature as well as the warm temperature. Okay, my dear student. Thank you so much for the participation. Remaining things we'll see in the next class, my dear. Thank you. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ajay. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.